All right, good evening and welcome to today's class. And I want to believe you must have gone through the previous examples and problems with their solutions that we gave as regard theory of logarithm. Like I said in our previous classes, I will be taking some questions on this topic because this the question under this topic can actually come in diverse ways. So it means that the more question we take, the more ready we are to face this to face any problem that will come under this particular topic. Okay. No, today we'll be taking some more advanced problems, more advanced than the ones we've done before now. All right. Now, this first one, I'm going to attempt to it as quick as possible. Okay. Solution. Now, first of all, we're going to apply power law, which is let these two here, all right, become the power of this log here. So I'm going to have log 1 minus this. So this should be over root x. Okay. Now to base x. This can still be expressed in this way. 1 minus this becomes square root of 1 power 2 over, sorry, it becomes x power half. That's law of indices. Now this one also becomes x power half. Is that okay? Then all squared. There should be square here, please, because these two here has to square what we have here. That is power law. Okay. Then let's continue. Now when it actually does, there's one here. We are going to have, okay. Now this power you are seeing here now is for each of the elements in this bracket. It affects every power in this place. Okay. So 1 power 2, okay, is still 1 minus s power half. That means this half now times 2. This power times 2. This is fractional index. The power is in fraction. So times this one outside there, which is half times 2 is 1. Okay. So I'm going to have x. This one is saying x power 1, please. I can't put 1 here because it is not mathematically acceptable. So x is something as saying x power 1. So the same power here affects this one here. Okay. So I'm going to have half times 2. Then x is left because half times 2 is 1. And x power 1 is still x. Power x. Okay. Remember, this whole thing here is equal to 0. So let's continue. So I'm going to have log 1 over x, sorry, 1 minus x over x to base s is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's also continue. This implies that when we convert to index form, we have that 1 minus x over x is equal to x power 0. Okay, we continue. 1 minus x over x is equal to x power 0 is 1. That's 0 law. At this point, we cross multiply. Okay, when we cross multiply, now. So I'm going to have 1 times everything here is going to give me 1. Remember, this one is saying 1 over 1. So if I should put this in fraction, I'm going to have 1 over 1. So the one under times this thing here, I'm going to have 1 minus x is equal to the x times the 1 above, which is the numerator. I'm going to have x. All right? Now let's continue. Here, let's collect like terms. I'm going to have that 1 is equal to x. This s comes to me, the s, it becomes plus x. All right? This implies that 1 is equal to x plus x is 2x. So to get x, I divide both sides by 2. So what I do, I'm going to have 1 all over 2 is equal to 2x over 2. When I cancel out 2, therefore I have that x is equal to 1 over 2. That is that. For that, the second one, let's look at how to go about the second one. It might look a little bit tedious. Let me bring it down here. Number 2 says 3 log x minus 1 over 2 log y plus log 2 minus 2 log 2. If I apply power law here, okay, I'm going to have log x power 3 minus log y power half plus log 2 minus log 2 log 2 power 2. All right, now we continue. X power 3, okay, minus, this becomes square root of y, that law of indices, log 2 minus 2 power 2 is 4. Okay, now let's continue. I'm going to have in this place now. Now, if you watch, I have log x cube minus log square root of y plus log 2 minus log 4. Now, I'm going to apply division law on this first one here, between this and this. Okay, so let's go now. Division law. So log x power 3 minus log square root of y will give me log now x power 3 over square root of y. Okay, so I'm going to replace this with this, then to have log x power 3 divided by square root of y plus log 2 minus log 4. So here now, I'm going to apply addition law here. Okay, addition law says, now let me work on these two. Log x power 3 over square root of y plus log 2 is something as saying log, then listen, addition law says I'm going to multiply this and this. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 times x power 3 over square root of y. This becomes log 2x power 3 over square root of y. Is that okay? So it means that this thing now is equal to this. I'm going to replace this with this. Okay, let's continue. So This thing now are going to stand in the place of these two. So let's go. I have log 2x power 3 over square root of y, then minus log 4. We continue. When we apply subtraction law here, we apply subtraction law here, we're going to have that this is equal to this divided by this. Okay, so we're going to have what's it called, 2x power 3 over square root of y. Okay, now I want us to have long thing here now. Now to divide this by 4, something as saying multiplying this with the inverse of 4. I repeat, to divide this thing now with 4, something as saying multiplying it with inverse of 4. Inverse of 4 is 1 over 4. So I'm going to have times 1 over 4 here. Okay, so I have log 2x power 3. Okay, let me just take it once and for all. I'm going to have log. Now 2x power 3 times 1 is still the same thing over root y times 4 is 4 root y. Okay, now at this point we can actually have this like this. Log 2 divided 4 is going to have log x power 3 over square root of y. That is all about this. So please do not rush it. I would like you to gradually take it step by step. It is easy to understand, very much easy to, but I believe must have mastered those laws. Without knowing those laws, either for indices or logarithm, I'm sorry, you're going to struggle. So I believe that I must have known those laws of indices and also of logarithm. Okay, I wish you good luck. Today we're going to have assignment today, so please buckle up and attend to them. And also, I repeat again, try to watch the previous one so you can connect the past and the present and have a better future on mathematics. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.